It's Thursday and it's VlogMom. And this week the topic comes from my good friend Amy Hodges. Hi Amy, love you. She writes at amillionboxes.com. I think she's an amazing person, so I knew I could not skip her prompt this week. Because it's a hard one too. She says, what's the last thing you did that scared you? Either it scared you and you did it anyway, or you did something and it unexpectedly scared you. And I'm more of the it scared me but I did it anyway kind of thing, because I'm kind of hesitant about things. I'm not a daredevil, I'm not a risk taker. I'll just say that up front. And so I would say it was probably about 2 years ago. We went to Disney World and we took Evan, my son, who was 3 years old at the time, and he was too young for a lot of the rides. But, you know, Disney World's expensive, and so we didn't want to miss out on some of the rides and some of the fun. So even though we were traveling with another couple and their son who was the same age, we did a lot of the switch off where we're like, okay, you wait with Evan in the stroller and I'll go on this ride and then I'll come back and then we'll swap. And so we did that, and it kind of worked out because Disney is smart enough to have the single rider line. So we would do that and we'd get right up to the front and so on. And you know, some things I'm sort of scared of, like roller coasters, but I'll do it anyway. Well, I decided to do the Tower of Terror at Hollywood Studios. And you know, I don't know why I decided to do it other than I think I wanted to say that I had done it. And so I went on it, and I went on it by myself. So there I am, nobody to talk to, kind of freaking out on my way up to the ride. And if you've never been on the ride, I'll explain it to you real quick. It's supposed to be an old haunted hotel that's, I don't know, fallen into the Twilight Zone. So you get in this elevator. It's supposed to be like an old elevator, and it takes you up to the top, and you come out on this floor, and there are like ghosts and spirits and kind of warning you. It's very realistic and very scary. And I have this fear of heights anyway. So all of a sudden, you come out of the ghost area and you're in a big open air elevator shaft about, I don't know how many feet up. Let's just say very, very high up. And all of a sudden the bottom drops out and you fall, and it's like you're on a giant rubber band and you bounce up and down, and I screamed at the top of my lungs. It was not an enjoyable sensation, but I was able to get off and say I did it. It scared me half to death. But it must not have been too bad, because when we went back to Disney a year later, I took my then 4-year-old son on the ride with me. He was scared too.